It's around 2 months since work began refurbishing the new Veterans Village in East Manchester. Then most of the houses in Canada Street and New Street looked like this, boarded up or in desperate need of a makeover. Fast forward 8 weeks later and the transformation is underway.
It was about 18 months ago I was approached by Nick Knowles from DIY SOS with this idea to somewhere in the country try and create a community for veterans within a deprived area, within a housing that needed doing up. And so that was the beginning of what we now see behind us.
Some of the houses are already lived in by civilians, with nearly 30 houses set to be lived in by veterans. But every single house on the 2 streets will get a makeover.
So at this stage we've rendered the bottom layer, then we're just doing the second coat, and then further down they've already done the textured finish, and that'll be the finish, and it's just got to be painted red as per the planning conditions of Manchester City Council.
And this is the artist's impression. It shows how they hope the street will look once it's finished. And the allocation of that housing will be mostly done by Force's charity, Haig Housing.
Well, they apply to Haig Housing Trust. They can find us on the website. We have flyers and information and posters about how it's done. And all they've got to do is quote Manchester, and then we'll start giving them the details of how to apply.
The streets here in East Manchester are undergoing a massive transformation in these 2 streets. It's estimated to cost around £5 million, but all the work is free of charge, which means there'll be no cost incurred by Walking with the Wounded or Haig Housing. This house will be converted into the Walking with the Wounded drop-in centre. It'll offer advice and is the first time the charity will have a base in the Northwest. The new office is one of the 5 houses that will be converted and featured in the BBC's DIY SOS programme.
For us, the key, the build is the start gun. That's what, people will see that on the TV, and that will be an exciting event to see. But for us, it's only the very, very beginning of what we hope will be a long-term project up here in the Northwest to support veterans who are in need.
It's hoped that the work will be completed in September 2016, with the BBC DIY SOS programme recording in the next few weeks. Jessie Phillips, Forces News in Manchester.